Now that you've changed the physical material to that which suits your design, and we've got all of those parts in there, we now need to join them or assemble them. So we go to the Assemble menu here. We're going to choose this one, Joint, or you can hit J on the keyboard as a shortcut for joint. What you need to do now is specify which surfaces you'd like to join. And you'll notice what we need to do is select the correct surface. As I toggle around that, it's selecting this face and this face. We want to actually join this surface to the underside of the table. Now, just before we do that, I might actually just cancel that. I need to ground one of these objects so we know which one's going to be locked into place. So let's lock the tabletop into place, this one here. If I click on that and highlight it, you'll notice that this has a little blue stripe on it. That's saying that that's the item that's selected. If I click on a leg, you'll see the legs are selected. Which one in particular? This particular body here. This one here is this leg. So we want to select the top, and I want to ground that. Capture position, and that I can't actually click and drag that around anymore. That's grounded, anchored there if you will, or like the little symbol down in my timeline here suggests, a pin. It's pinned to the ground there. What I can now do is hit J for joint and select which components I want to join. The more you zoom in, the more accuracy you'll get here. And what you'll notice is we want to make sure that this top surface is selected. Please don't make sure the edge isn't selected, or this edge, or this surface. It needs to be this end grain of the leg. And let's say we join this one to this corner. What we'll need to do is pick this point here. So zoom in, make sure that's shaded, and then slide in that direction until, while the top is shaded, the target is on that back point. Okay, if you go too far, the top becomes unshaded. We want to make sure it's also shaded and the target's on that back corner. Click, and that's picked that point, and we're going to say we want to join it to this section here, but not to the top. We need to flip that upside down. Again, zoom in if you need to. Shade the bottom and pick that point there. Click, and that will drag into position there. Now you notice I've still got that offset there. Should be starting off for you guys as 0. And if I click on my bottom view there, what I want is, I don't actually want it to sit in the corner. Yours should appear in the corner to begin with. We want to have it 10 millimeters in. So click on that arrow and change it to 10 mil. Click on this arrow. Okay, in this direction we want it to come 10 millimeters in, and hit enter. Now, if like mine, yours disappears a little bit there, I'm not sure exactly why that's doing that, but if we click on the component you want to join and you try to drag it, it will connect that joint there. So you might need to do that to each of your legs. That's one of them. You're going to go through and do the same thing to the rest of them. I'll show you one more. J for joint. Let's choose this leg, and we want to move it to this corner here. Zoom in. Highlight it, that point there. To connect to this corner, we're going to roll that upside down, pick that point there, click on our bottom view, and you'll notice that because I put those preferences in before, 10 mil in and 10 mil across, they have remained, and so that's sitting in there, which I'm happy with. I'll just double check that this one is also 10 mil, and it is. Click enter, or I'll come over here and click OK. You'll notice the leg takes off for whatever reason. I'm going to come and click and drag it, and it moves into position there. I'll pause this while I do the other two. Alright, just joined those other legs and you can see they're sitting in position. If I have a look at my bottom view, you'll see those all sitting in there quite neatly now.